Hello. Today there is a huge amount of information on the internet about panic attacks, why they occur and how they happen. But no one has clearly explained how to get rid of them. And today I will do just that, because I myself suffered from panic attacks for 10 years and have completely overcome them. I will try to explain everything as briefly and clearly as possible. So what is a panic attack? A panic attack is a state of overwhelming fear. A fear so intense that it is as much as a person can possibly endure. For example, imagine you are standing alone and I release a couple of enraged dogs at you. They are running towards you, ready to tear you apart. Right before you start running away from them, you will definitely experience a panic attack. Imagine in your life, try to recall the scariest moment you ever experienced, when you felt intense fear, that kind of fright when someone really startled you. That is what a panic attack is. It is a state of insane fear, terror, a nightmare. Only these words can truly describe this state. So why do you experience panic attacks? Yes, it's all because, based on the characteristics of your personality and not entirely correct viewpoints, in certain life situations, you behaved in a state of tension which you did not allow to be released, and that tension turned into anxiety. You became restless, and this restlessness reached its peak. And you began to feel certain symptoms in your body, which also started to scare you. You escalated them into a panic attack, which put an end to your normal life and turned it into constant suffering. When you felt and experienced your first panic attack, you were extremely frightened by it. Well, how could you not be scared when, out of nowhere, you suddenly felt your heart racing like crazy, an inhuman sense of fear? You're gasping for air, you can't get enough oxygen, your blood pressure shoots up to 200, and your whole body starts shaking from the adrenaline. You feel like, running away somewhere, escaping, hiding somewhere. There's a lump in your throat, the ground seems to slip from under your feet, your vision is blurry, and you don't know where to run or what you're running from. But in reality, a panic attack poses no threat to our body. When our ancestors encountered some kind of danger on their path, it was precisely a panic attack, and it helped us attack our threat more effectively or run away, because a panic attack fully mobilizes all the resources of our body, and in this state, we are more resilient, harder to kill, and more prepared either to fight or to flee. But in our situation, we don't see any external threat, and that's why, when you experience a panic attack, all your thoughts are focused on your own sensations. And so when there is no threat, only an unpleasant sensation, we want to run away because there is really no one to attack. And we try to run away, or we feel like we're going crazy. It doesn't matter how you came to have panic attacks. The fact is, you have them, and you want to get rid of them. Panic attacks feed themselves. You try in every possible way to stop this fear, to block it. But understand that fear, it is not under our conscious control, and it only reacts to what you believe in. And at this very moment you believe that you are either dying or going insane. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. The same thoughts were in my head too. And today I will show you how to get rid of panic attacks forever. Sometimes psychotherapists tell a person with panic attacks, right now you're experiencing a panic attack, let it be. Let your body stay in this state for a while. I want to give you an example. Imagine you're standing there and I come up to you with a huge Rottweiler without a muzzle. Without tying him up, I sit him down next to your feet and say, I'm going to step away for a while, let him stay here. And then I leave. How would you feel? Yes, maybe you would let him stay there. But what would you be feeling at that moment? Would you really be standing there calmly? Of course not. You see that the dog is big, aggressive, without a muzzle, and not tied up. It poses a threat. You will definitely turn sideways somehow, maybe shield yourself a bit, do something to protect yourself. You'll take a position that might make it easier for you to run away if needed. That's exactly how a panic attack is. It's simply impossible to just let it be. Impossible. Well, let's say we let it be, then what? You'll still be afraid anyway, run or fight. So, This method that will help you get rid of panic attacks is specifically aimed at fighting. Because as you can see, running away doesn't work. We can't run away from it. So fighting is what's left. And now I'll show you a method that will help you completely get rid of panic attacks. A panic attack exists only because we're afraid of it. If you remove the fear of a panic attack, it will disappear immediately. To do this, we need to provoke it. Yes, we need to trigger a panic attack ourselves. So I'll explain with an example what you need to do. So I come home and sit down on the couch. My main fear was death, so here's what I do. I sit there and start running through the scenario of my own death in my head. Every detail. So I'm just sitting there. Let's say, for example, I'm afraid of a stroke. I'm sitting there and my heart starts pounding hard. I try to trigger this rapid heartbeat. I want my heart to beat even harder. My heart is pounding. I imagine just how hard it's pounding. I try to provoke this heartbeat. Everything is in my head, everything is noisy. I start shaking, my blood pressure rises, my blood vessels feel like they're about to burst. So in the end, one of the blood vessels just can't take it, it bursts, and that's it, there's a hemorrhage. I start twitching, convulsing, there's foam at my mouth, blood from my eyes, from my ears, anything you can imagine. Play out this situation exactly as you imagine it. This is how you present this fact. I'm steaming, let's say. Relatives come running, look, oh, I look terrible there. In whatever state I'm in, they call an ambulance, the ambulance arrives, starts giving injections, does something. They take me away, carry me out on a stretcher, put me in the ambulance, take me to the hospital. There they operate on me, cut me open, check what's inside, and in the end, I can't take it. I twitch and die completely. So you need to play out this whole scenario in your head, right up to the very end, like how they bury you. In the end, the grave. So all this fear, all this mess, this chaos in your head, you need to take it out and play it through. That's exactly what you're afraid of. And you need to keep replaying this life situation that scares you so much. Replay it over and over until you stop being afraid of it. It's the same with the fear of going insane. So for example, I'm walking down the street and suddenly, bam! Something snaps in my head, I start shaking all over, there's foam at my mouth, I'm twitching, I don't understand anything, I'm going insane, I don't recognize anyone, yes. People look at me like I'm crazy, they call an ambulance, they pump me full of injections, put me in a straitjacket, take me to a psychiatric hospital, keep giving me injections. I walk around there like I'm in a fog, and in the end I just die there, yes. So take out this whole fear. Everyone has their own specific fear. And each person needs to take out their own fear and replay it until you stop being afraid of it. Yes, of course, it won't work right away. Look, here's how it will happen. For those people who are not yet ready for this exercise, those who are still afraid, they might trigger a panic attack in themselves and get scared of it again. Just like it happens outside. You have a panic attack, you get scared, take pills, call someone, ask for help, call an ambulance. In exactly the same way, you can trigger it yourself and get scared again. Our goal is to learn not to be afraid. And for that, you really have to want to confront it. In other words, you must be fully prepared and willing to face the possibility of death if you truly want to overcome and defeat this overwhelming sensation of a panic attack. You shouldn't be afraid, you should want it. So the thoughts should be as follows. Yes, I feel bad, I'm shaking right now, I'm dying. Well, come on, harder, crush me completely to the end, I'll endure all of it. I'll get through this anyway, you won't defeat me. With thoughts like these. So we are against the panic attack. I protest, I will do things my way. Come on, attack me, I'll prove that I can handle it. With thoughts like these, I might die now, but I will make it to the end. When you have this kind of mindset, it all seems scary. The images of death, of going crazy. It all seems frightening. Yes, I won't argue. It's terrifying. You might think right now that I'm talking nonsense, but believe me, as soon as you do all this with a pure heart and courage, you'll see what happens. In a second, everything will change. Your panic will collapse like a house of cards. It will simply cease to exist. Your fear will go away. It will happen in an instant. You'll see. In just 1 second, you'll realize that you've conquered it. Or rather, your brain will understand that there's no point in spinning this situation anymore, because why would it? You're not afraid of it. That's it, everything will stop there. Your panic will simply evaporate. But I want to repeat this. You must want to trigger a panic attack. You absolutely must be ready to die, but to trigger and hold a panic attack within yourself. With this mindset, everything will work out. If you are afraid and, while trying to trigger a panic attack, you think, oh, it's about to happen, I don't know, oh, what am I going to do? If you think like that, it won't work. But don't worry, even if it doesn't work this time, it will work next time. You'll understand anyway, even if not the first time, then by the 10th time, you'll realize that you are the one provoking it. It's not situations in your life, but you yourself, you are provoking your panic attack in your life. And by the 10th time, as they say, you'll still be unarmed. You'll meet it with bare hands and stand there looking your panic attack straight in the face and saying, well, come on, kill me, go ahead, I'm ready. When you do this, everything will definitely work out for you. Because how does it happen? You are afraid of fear. Here is the source of fear. You walk toward it without fear, without hiding behind anything, without avoiding anything, without taking any pills. You reach the source of fear, open the door, and there's nothing there. There's just emptiness. And then you'll realize there's nothing to be afraid of. Your brain will understand that that's it, that's all. You've opened the door to your fear, right? And there's nothing there. No stroke, no heart attack, right? There's no death there, right? There's no madness of yours there, right? You're standing there, normal, alive, not crazy. Everything is fine. And from that moment on, your panic attacks will simply disappear. And they will never come back again. But there's another important point. When you reach this stage, when you no longer have panic attacks, you still need to keep doing this exercise for a while. Do it on purpose, deliberately try to trigger it. You won't be able to trigger it anymore, you won't even feel anxious. That is, you'll try to provoke those thoughts of death or madness in yourself. You'll actually start feeling sleepy. It will annoy you so much that you'll want to stop doing it. But under no circumstances should you quit. If you stop too early, panic attacks might come back again. It's better to keep doing it longer, a month, 2, even 3. Just keep at it for your own sake, make the effort. The longer you keep doing them, the stronger your understanding will be that this situation is made up. Your brain won't create that kind of chaos anymore, and there won't be any more panic attacks. Once you achieve the result, reinforce it well, and you will definitely be happy. So remember, you are an absolutely physically healthy person. You have absolutely no illnesses. There is only this panic attack. As soon as you look it in the eye, everything will pass, everything will be fine. This is not some kind of chemical imbalance in your brain. Believe me, I can prove it. So right now, with a pure heart and courage, pull yourself together and try to trigger a panic attack. Go ahead, try it. Just boldly looking it in the eye, try to trigger a panic attack. You will never be able to do it. And do you know why? Because look, this is how it works. As soon as you want it, you're not afraid, you're calling it upon yourself. It's not there. As soon as you're afraid, you think, oh, please don't appear, go away, yes, I'm going to die or lose my mind right now. It appears immediately, doesn't it? So what is a panic attack? It's just our fear. It's our fear. So let's sum up. Starting today, every day you begin to do this exercise. Not once, not even once should you skip it. Because if you do it one day, then skip 2, you're letting your brain understand that things can be different, that it can still scare you. So don't give it that chance. Do it regularly every day. I did it twice a day. And I also want to say, let's say you're not at home, but outside, at work, on the subway, it doesn't matter. On the subway, for example, panic attacks can often happen to someone. It's nothing to worry about if you have a panic attack. That is, you didn't trigger it, it just happened on its own, as it usually does. That's perfectly fine. Let's keep working. It comes and you meet it with an open chest. I'm ready, come at me, let's see what it's like. And that's it, you work through it in exactly the same way. Spin it up, ramp it up to the maximum. Look, it only lasts a second. The braver you are, the faster it goes away. If you still have some doubt somewhere, it might linger with you a bit, maybe for 10 minutes. But the braver you become, as soon as it appears, bam, it disappears right away. Because in your mind, you quickly run through the whole scenario, and that's it, it evaporates. That's all. This exercise is the main thing. Do it every day. Don't skip a single time. If you're in the city and a panic attack hits you somewhere, deal with it in exactly the same way. See you next time.